Good evening, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast on the Athletic Network. It's Saturday night, February 15th, 2025. This is your go-to NBA All-Star Saturday night reaction podcast. We're talking dunks, we're talking threes, we're talking skills. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory, the world's greatest building. And alongside me, as always, Tess Bellis.
Full of skills here in this place.
And farts. We had a lot of Domino's pizza. Next to him, it's the bearded one, my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby. Hey, yo. Oh. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
Hello.
There he is. He's sitting down over there.
Oh, it's been a long night.
Oh, you're telling me.
You stocked
JD.
up on energy?
Not really, to be honest.
He keeps cutting away. He doesn't even want to talk. What's up to everybody? Some of you for the second time here live on YouTube. We love that. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the show. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews for your boys. Yeah, we just got done doing about a 3-hour live stream for All-Star Saturday night. Had a blast. The stream team was bringing it, I thought. Our guy Cheeve had sort of some like trivia-like questions that Tass was throwing at us. We played those, and obviously we watched, I guess, a fairly entertaining All-Star Saturday night. Not bad.
And we weren't in the city. That was different.
Yeah. Yeah, we were here in the factory.
Yeah, I'm not
Doing
trying
overtime.
to sound depressed at all.
You wish you were there?
I'm just evaluating all the different parts.
Yeah.
You're right. Last year
fun.
we were in the Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. We're
did
up
a
in the
live show.
nosebleeds, though.
Yeah.
You know, we had a better view here tonight on this giant big screen that JD set up for us. Yeah.
I had fun.
Yeah.
Me too.
Enjoyable Saturday night.
It was. We're going to go through every, obviously, contest here from tonight. We'll work backwards because we got to start with the dunk contests. McClung clinches the three-peat with the perfect dunk contest. He had 4 dunks, and they were all 50s. So perfect in that sense. He did have a couple times, I guess, where he had to reattempt a dunk. Definitely over the car.
Yeah.
Right? There was a little, he nearly,
I know, but man.
killed himself on the car.
That made it better.
It did.
It was akin to me seeing Tom Cruise do the Mission Impossible stunts before Mission Impossible comes over. You know he's going down that giant hill, and you know he's really doing it. Then you see it in the movie, you're like, whoa,
yeah.
He really did that. So seeing McClung almost decapitate himself on the rim makes it even more impressive when he actually pulls it off.
If they didn't do it on purpose, I'm glad they did it. Like, just to set it up. It was right. It was a teaser.
It was.
It was a teaser.
Yeah, usually you do want most dunks to be first attempt. Nail it right away. But there's the odd dunk where it's like it does build sort of hype more in the anticipation. And even to the point, like even the Castle dunk that he got finally down there in the first dunk of the final round, the one where he was like trying to take it off the made layup by Chuck.
Yeah.
And you got to a point where, like, he's not going to be able to do this. Like, sort of give it up, man. And you're like, oh, it's over. And then he does it, and you're like, holy crap. That was pretty awesome. But McClung,
yeah, I will say the first dunk for Mac jumping over the car really set the table for him as well.
Yes.
Imagine any of those other 3 dunks, whether it's the look away move and then snap it back, or
the 2 balls, 1 cup.
The 2 balls, one,
As
the
we're
ladder,
calling it.
which is, I was fine if they didn't give that a 50. I got to be completely honest.
You didn't like that one, eh?
There was no power on that.
Yeah.
On either one. It was jumping over a hoverboard and tapping home the other one. And
it was just sort of weird. It was a weird one.
It was a weird one.
But I got a 50, and then the last one, how'd you feel about the
tap,
boop?
the boop,
Yeah.
the boop and down. Those 3 that I just mentioned, I don't think they would have all got 50s if it wasn't for that first one.
Oh.
You set the table.
Yeah.
You looked fantastic. And then you kind of got to say, wow, this guy won 2 in a row, and now he's giving us a card, and this is good.
So you think that if you ranked the dunks, you definitely have the car dunk number 1?
Yes.
Okay.
But not even close.
Okay.
The other ones aren't even close, I would
You
say.
popped pretty hard for that one where he looked off, like with his back to the rim, and then quickly turned around.
It was scenic. It was theater. It was more theater than anything.
Yeah.
They slowed down that camera, and it looked cool.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
How would you rank his 4 dunks in terms of best to worst?
I'm going car number 1 as well. You're
yeah.
right. I mean, just a banger to come out with and really set the tone. So if he does it in a different order, who knows if he gets maybe the high spinny, the look away, probably gets a 49 if he does it as his first dunk.
Yeah.
So I would go car number 1. I did like 2 balls, 1 cup.
Really?
Yeah, I just thought it was very unique. It was like, man,
It was.
they're bringing out a lot of stuff.
How do you feel about lemonparty.org?
I thought his goatsy dunk was really impressive.
Okay, so you liked it.
Wow.
I did like it. I thought it was similar to JaVale McGee, 2 balls, 1 rim, once upon a time, or 2 balls, 2 rims.
Yeah.
He did as well. Wait, he did 3 balls?
No, he did 2, and he did 2 rims, and he did 2 balls. He threw
but
one off.
But I think he did 3 balls as well.
He may have, sure.
This guy did
But
a lot of
he got
moves.
a 50 for the one you're talking about, where they
Yeah.
brought out the second rim, and then he threw one off the glass, and then did like basically at the same time dunked them. Yeah.
Nonetheless, I
Yeah.
thought it was cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
you bring that up. You bring up the JaVale McGee. This guy is incredibly creative.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the creative bag of.
Well, it turns out when you're not playing in the NBA, you got a lot of time to come up with dunks.
Yeah,
And also, I mean, a lot of NBA players probably aren't practicing jumping over a car 100 times, considering the way it went for Mac on his first attempt.
Oh my God.
A lot more at risk for Stephon Castle, I would say.
Before he even tried to jump over the first time, I said to you guys on the live stream, you can go back and watch it. It's on YouTube. It's like, I'm hyped, I'm excited, but I'm like, there's a small part of me like, what are we doing here? Like, what if he clips his foot on the sunroof and
crazy, bro.
goes down hard or somehow injures the other guy holding it? But
We're-
obviously did get over it.
we're in the arena when Blake Griffin did it in LA, and I was definitely holding my breath and
Yeah.
felt very uncomfortable.
And
when
that was
he
just
jumped. That was
jumped
just a
over
hood.
the hood.
Yeah.
That didn't compare to what Mac McClung
No.
did in practice and practice and practice for, as he told Ali LaForce afterwards.
How many cars did he dunk over?
Like, we know Stephon Castle and Andre Jackson and Mats Buzelis aren't practicing like that.
Right.
No, no way.
They don't even do actual NBA practices with your team. So, yeah, pretty unlikely they're putting in a ton of work, maybe a little bit before this contest.
I wonder when he locked into the Kia K5 as the perfect type for this dunk, right? Because what if he's like, ooh, I don't know, what's a Kia car?
I thought an EV6 was coming out. Those are slick right now. There's some matte finish on those electric Kias.
None of that. None of that.
None of that.
I was going to ask you, what would your reaction be if I texted you or called you, I guess, like, hey, man, can I borrow your car to jump over it?
I'd be like,
Would you be like, cool? Bro?
I'll
It's a
pull
real
the ball.
friend, man. It's a real friend.
Do you want me to take off the roof rack? Okay, can I leave it on? What part are you
I'll have
jumping
to
over?
punch through the roof because I don't have a sunroof. Like that guy
Yeah.
he was hunched. He like, I wonder if his neck's all right.
Yeah, he's
I
like
mean,
leaning back the whole thing. I'll say you're a much better driver than the guy they had driving that Kia. I thought he was a little too slow. Maybe. I mean,
what did you want him to speed down the court?
yeah, rip it in there, man. He's like, I swear I saw him playing with the radio at one point. Like, come on, man, focus here.
You're right. It took a long time. Yanis came out of the front row and was like, "Hey, come over here." And he
Yeah,
was
see,
like, do that.
like 8 people going, come on, man, come back.
You're right.
Check your mirrors. All right, so what did you think about the other contestants? I mean, Castle obviously did at least give us what you always wanted in a dunk contest. 2 guys, another competitor to make things at least interesting in the final. How do you think he did overall? Not a lot of props.
No.
For Castle.
Castle was awesome. In Mac McClung's 3 dunk contest wins, I would say he was probably the best competition so far. Trey Murphy was really good the first year, but he was mostly awesome in the first round and okay in the second round. I thought Castle brought it. 4 great dunks. I can only remember 3 of them, but the 3 I remember were really cool.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, the one where he went between his legs after it went through the net, that was kind of the rare dunk where, like, the more he missed it, I was like, what are you even trying, bro? This is ridiculous.
What are you
You
doing?
obviously can't do it. And then he hit it pretty nice, too.
Yes.
Like, if he would have hit that as well as he did when he finally got it down, if that would have been the first attempt, that's an easy 50.
Yeah.
And it was even close, I think, because you saw him miss it so many times and it looked like he was so far off. To finally rip it through was pretty sweet.
And I think he ended up getting like a 49.6, I want to say.
It was in the decimal zone.
Yeah, because there was a few that didn't give it a 50. He got a few 50s is my point.
He was asking for a 50.
Yeah.
And yeah, if it was anywhere close to his first attempt, it would have been a 50.
Yeah.
It
You even think maybe if he puts it down first, second, third. Then because it did take a ball.
Yeah, but
A few times.
But as you said,
Well, Truck missed a layup at one point too.
Yeah. There's a lot of elements.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way they're going to get that timing down. I was like, I don't think so, man.
Yeah.
But for him to pull that off was huge.
it is to go through his legs and to throw it down that hard. I just didn't think it would get thrown down that hard.
Yeah.
I mean, there was quite
He has
powerful.
like a crazy explosiveness, like
Yeah.
quick, like just when, you don't think he's going to be able to either just do that maneuver fast enough or then to have the power on the end, but he just does it so damn quick.
The power on the end is the impressive part, because even in the misses, he wasn't way high above the rim, because he can't be. He just has the hand power to do it. I mean, it looked cool.
So history, obviously, McClung becoming the first ever to win 3 in a row. Nate Robb did win 3, but they weren't consecutively. And then I believe, right, McClung, first person to do the perfect dunk score, like all 50s on all your dunks.
Even Vince didn't, huh?
I don't think Vince did either.
Probably not for that, like the windmill from under the hoop. I don't think was a 50.
Oh, wow.
Was it? Yeah, I don't know.
Or the elbow.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so don't
Yeah,
quote me on
it
that.
was 3 of 4 50s, though, from what I remember. Yeah, I think you're right.
But not perfect.
No, not perfect.
Which is crazy when
you think.
especially what we saw tonight. They hyped it up for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because rightfully so. It happened there, obviously, in 2000 in Oakland. I was going to ask, though, where does McClung rank among the greatest dunk contest participants? Like, where do you put him now? He's got 3. He has a perfect one. He's been pretty damn incredible. But do you penalize him for maybe not being really an NBA player? And I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
I've got him in the Nate Robinson zone, but I would probably have him higher than Nate Robinson in that tier. Upper tier for me is going to be Vince Carter, Michael Jordan, Zach LaVine, Dominique Wilkins,
Jason Richardson,
Aaron Gordon.
I like that list.
It's probably my top tier. And then in the next tier of guys, definitely would be the Nate Robinson. Dwight Howard probably is there as well. Mac McClung, guys who were kind of like showmen, for lack of a better word, who we needed in some dark dunk contest times and actually were a shining light. So you got to give Mac some credit for coming 3 straight years and coming up with new stuff every time. I thought he was best. Or I thought he was better in year 3 than in year 2. Maybe year 1 is still the highlight just because it was so sweet. But like the car dunk is going down as one of his top 2 or 3 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and all those guys that you mentioned were all power dunkers. I think that's a big difference. Is that they could all really get emphatic dunks at the end.
He's a small guy. He's not huge.
Yeah, I know. But there's so many props in this one in particular. And so those guys are better. I mean, we're talking about a guy who just dropped 4 50s. And I think it's still fair to say that all those guys that Trey mentioned, I would definitely put all of them above Mac.
No, I think that's fair. I don't think that's like you're disrespecting Mac McClung in any way doing that. Like you're almost putting him with the smaller dunkers, like maybe even a Spud Webb. Sort of along those same lines. Like I would have Mac ahead of all those guys, Spud and Nate, if we're going the small guys. But I think he is below some of those other legends. It would have been cool to see them obviously dunk. John Moran apparently took to Twitter and sort of teasing this idea of like, Mac might make me dunk here, and then Zach, AG, what's up? You can read into that if you want. You believe it or not. Come on, Ja.
For a guy who said, I'm not dunking anymore. Now he's going to the...
You know what?
It's so great.
That does look pretty cool. I might actually do that again.
This is the year that Ja has been hyped up the least, though. And I think that may be part of why he's actually, if he is actually thinking about it, to actually get to All-Star Weekend and be John Morant again, just to be hyped again.
Come on. LeBron James said it on camera at a dunk contest, and he never went in.
I don't.
Everybody loves a dunk contest that's good and fun.
Yeah.
Even NBA players. So commit to it. Actually go in it.
Yeah.
Don't tweet about it.
I'm sure there's a betting line right now on BetMGM.
Be about it. Come on.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt.
Don't tweet about it 10 feet about it. Go up there and dunk. I don't really care. I don't really care if Ja Morant says he's going to put together the greatest dunk contest field. Go in it yourself.
Yeah,
Prove it, man.
There's got to be a line already. BetMGM. Will Ja Morant be in the 2026 NBA dunk contest? Yes or no?
In the Intuit Dome with the wall, man.
Oh, that's gonna look so cool. You should get there, Ja.
Yeah, hopefully we're there. I saw this from Mike Prada at The Athletic. They had a great live blog going. I like this from Mike. Tonight illustrates why I keep coming back to the dunk contest, even as it seems to perpetually teeter on the edge of irrelevancy. Nobody was excited about this field, yet it produced a one-on-one duel that was at least in the same ballpark as Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine. I think that last part may be a little too much.
Not even close.
Right. But the initial point, I think, stands. It's like you can go in with low expectations, and as long as you do have a one-on-one duel going, it's still entertaining. And it's fun. But you got to have two guys at least bringing it on that night.
And apparently we got to have Mac McClung.
Well, right now we do, yes.
He's the only guy who is consistently
Yes.
bringing thrills,
Yes.
and he's done it 3 straight years. He obviously has the creativity. It's important to him. He's making more money winning dunk contests than he is playing in the
Yes,
NBA.
there is that.
So bring him back every single year, I guess.
Until somebody can take him down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, again, huge respect, because you and I especially were like, what's he going to do? Like, what does he have left? He just sort of always takes the ball off of a guy, you know, either on somebody else's shoulders or another taller guy, and he just does similar dunks, or he's done a lot of those. Mm-hmm. And yeah, there's elements of that, even the car dunk, he's sort of doing the same thing, but that was cooler.
And the 2-ball dunk.
And the 2-ball dunk. Like,
And the boop dunk, which was similar to the one where he tapped it off the glass.
yeah, yeah.
He's got variations on the theme.
Yeah.
But it was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
And obviously he appeared to be a guy that's like, I've done this before. There was, you know, he goes with the car dunk right away. He plays to the crowd. Like, he's comfortable doing this. There is no doubt. So good showing. Any other notes on the other dunkers?
There were other dunkers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Both disappointing in the 2 ways you don't like to see it in the dunk contest. Montes Buzelis couldn't do the dunk he was trying to do. I don't know why. I've seen him do it in high school. The one where he bounces it through his legs and does it. He missed like a minute and a half worth of time. It was over. You're out of the contest after that. Andre Jackson Jr., the complete opposite. He tried to dunk, missed it, switched it up to a completely different one, missed that a couple of times, switched it up to other ones where you're like, oh, can you do any dunks? And eventually he just started throwing dunks that would have been getting 9s in like 1998.
Yeah.
2-handers, 1-handers.
I think those guys, they get out there and they panic.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't knock it down on your first one, or then you're like, oh, let me try something else. I think they let go of the rope a little bit, but they were very disappointing. To have 2 guys that were laying duds was rough.
I mean, I did like the intros of guys coming out from the tunnel. That was cool.
Those little pre-packages, too.
Yeah.
Everybody getting a nickname.
Yeah.
We had Action Jackson, Raging Bull, Quiet Storm, and what was Mac? Just Return of the Mac? Is that what it said?
I think it's what it said, yeah.
Yeah, Mac McClung came running out with the ball in his hand. He wasn't taking anything off the rack. He wasn't taking an AT&T blue ball. He was taking his own leather. He brought old leather from the from the locker room. He was ready. Quiet Storm, Stephon Castle, also ready. Yeah. Those other guys, Buzelis and Andre Jackson, unfortunately, they were a little deer in the headlights, and they were walking slow. They were like deer. They were like deer, where they were slowly using their hooves to get out of it.
And they picked the blue ball. I'm glad you brought that up. Like, why'd they pick the blue ball, man?
Yeah, come on, you ain't practicing with a freshly coated ball. Yeah. We all know that.
No, you gotta go with the old leather as task.
Bring it out of the locker room.
Yeah.
Yep. That was smart.
Right.
Yeah, you should be sleeping with that ball the month of the contest. That's how comfortable it should be in your hands.
Yeah, it's like what you do if you're a baseball player with your glove, right?
And that's what
you don't want to use a new glove. No.
In the catch contest.
Man, I used to like
the catch contest.
Do a Willie Mays.
And that's what Buzelis did after his first dunk that didn't work out. He took the ball to the bench. Yeah, he was just holding it.
Still the blue one, though.
Yeah, the blue one, because he wanted to get comfortable with
it. Gotta get comfortable with this blue.
Oh, man, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, that
unfortunate, because they could both dunk.
Of course, yeah. But didn't bring it. That's okay.
Yeah, we could do it.
We had Castle, doing a pretty good
He was great, man.
He was.
He could have won some dunk contests in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a Donovan Mitchell.
He could have beat Fred Jones.
Sure, he could have beat Fred Jones. He could have beat Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Jeremy Evans. Maybe he could beat Jeremy Evans.
No, I think you're right. Now that you say all these names, I'm like,
right? Like, he could fight some of those guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They were pretty.
It's a good contest. I mean, hell, you had Aaron Gordon on that list of greatest dunkers ever. Never won one.
Didn't win.
Yeah.
Andre Iguodala didn't win. JaVale McGee didn't win, but they're up there. Yeah. But I got Mac ahead of Jeremy Evans.
Oh, that's bold, man.
Yeah, say it. Yeah, say it.
That's bold,
Say it
man.
with your chest.
Jeremy Evans dunked over a painting of himself dunking
Which
over
was a cool painting.
That's pretty funny.
Did he paint it?
I think
Yeah.
he painted
Yeah,
that.
he did paint
And it wasn't
because
a
he
bad
signed
painting.
it after
All right.
after he dunked. Remember,
Yeah.
like he
Yeah.
autographed.
We were there that weekend, right?
I was in the stands for
We
that.
were
one.
because I saw Jeremy Evans. I remember like the day before the dunk contest, and he was my pick that year. And for whatever reason, I went with him, and I was like, "Hey man," I like got into like, "Hey man, go kill it, man." You know, whatever I said. Yeah. He like gave me the head nod.
You saw him at the studio where he was like putting the final touches on it.
I was like, put a little tree there, Jerry. Put a little tree right there. All right. Anything else from the dunk contest? Any other thoughts? Any other random notes? You were laughing at the guy that Mac has hold the ball a lot.
Oh yeah, that guy's got a job for life right now.
He's good at it.
He's great. He's great. They put him in
Job for life. What are you talking about? Job for the next 2 or 3 years, maybe max.
He's got a job for life. For
A job for one day.
Well,
I guess
day
they
he's got a
practice.
job for
He
life.
practices.
definitely
He practices.
practice. That I would assume that guy's car's been used a lot. Like he's probably like so over this. It's like, oh my
Man,
god.
my car again. I was impressed though. Very good back flexibility to lean.
Yeah, he does hold it well because you then notice when they bring out like Mobley, they did on the last one for
Terrible
Mac.
holder,
Yeah,
man.
they're all like, "No, you're holding it wrong." He's very specific about where he wants it, and it worked out for him. But anything else? Anything else from the dunk contest? We can keep it moving
No.
here. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we liked it. Tyler Herro holds off Buddy Hield to win the 3-point contest. This is usually old reliable, the 3-point contest, right? You know, it's always generally pretty good. And even in saying that, I don't know, this one was a bit boring. I don't know what it was, maybe because no one really ever caught on fire. I guess it was close right there at the end. There was a chance for Damian Lillard. No, Buddy Hield, excuse me.
Buddy Hield could have caught
to win.
Herro.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. If he hit 5 balls off his last rack,
Right.
the money rack, he would have won.
That was exciting.
That would have made it. That was exciting, and that would have made it a little more juicy
Yeah.
if he did.
But I don't know. Am I crazy in saying this? It just, I don't know, it lacked something tonight. Maybe just good shooting.
There weren't quite enough makes. There was, I think the longest streak was Buddy Hield made 8 in a row at one point.
Okay.
His first round was good. He had a 31, which is tied
That's
Steph
huge.
Curry for the record.
That is
31 out of 40. That was the best round we saw. And it did come down to the final rack. If Buddy could have ran the rack, he would have won. You know, what else can you ask for? But you're right. We always say the 3-point contest is never bad. It can be really, really good.
Yeah.
This wasn't a really, really good one. Was it bad? No, but it was just the 3-point contest. It was an
Yeah.
okay one.
Yeah, we were a little disappointed once Tyler Herro didn't shoot in his hat too.
Yes.
He had a ball cap
Yes.
on, and we were like getting really excited that he was going to shoot in it, maybe even turn it around, but he didn't.
Nah, he took it off completely. He had a good first round, 19 first round, 24 in the second round. And it's always weird, I think, when the highest score isn't in the final round. So, like, Buddy Hield had a round that would have won in the first round, but couldn't replicate it. And then, you know, Warriors fans are saying, oh, classic Buddy Hield, man. Streaky.
Yeah,
Streaky. Hot start, cold finish.
And this is Buddy's. This was his 4th contest that he was in, right?
Yeah.
So nearly won his second one because he has won one of these, but Tyler Herro gets it done. What's in that Miami water? Is I believe what Reggie Miller said at
That's
one point.
right.
Because
5
we've had
winners.
a lot of winners
Yes.
for the Heat win this thing.
Yes, I tried to be all smart and say Buddy lost his first appearance, won his second, lost his third, thought he was going to win his fourth.
yeah.
But he is a first-round performer. Now that I look at his stats, he's always higher in his first round.
Whoa.
And he was, as you said, that 31 was spectacular tonight.
Yeah.
But he always drops off a little bit, and he dropped off to just one shy tonight, right? It was 24-23 was the
I believe
final.
it was.
Yeah,
he would have
because
won
he
if
needed
he
all
had
5
won
of
all
those
Yeah,
last
five.
ones.
you
Yeah.
just missed that one.
I've said this for years now too, so I know I sound like a broken record. I hate these starry balls so much. I hate them. I think we get rid
You
of them.
don't.
Why,
You
man?
don't mind.
Why do we need them?
You hate that 12-pack of Starry that you get when you walk into your hotel room.
Yeah.
They're Starry zeros too. quite often.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're
Zero
mostly
sugar.
starry
No sugar.
zeros tonight. A couple of guys got a six-pack, but not very many
It
makes.
took a while for the starry balls to start dropping, for sure. They were not
Yeah,
hitting them with
they were
good
not hitting them.
consistency. It ruins the flow to me a little bit. And I don't feel like the crowd gets properly excited when anyone hits one now.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not that impressive for these guys. It really isn't.
I think back to basketball. Get rid of the starry ball. Get rid of the money ball rack. You can keep the money balls at the end. Just go back to the old contest.
Yeah.
All that people care about is the percentage.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
seeing a bunch made in a
Yeah,
row.
yeah.
It used to be awesome to like see a far shot. You know, that became a thing with Curry and obviously Dame Lillard extending the range
Yeah.
out there. So they're like, we got to reflect the modern NBA. But just making shots is the cool thing about it.
Yeah. I don't know.
And reflecting the paycheck that you get from Starry, I guess.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no
They
doubt
ain't going back,
we have those
unfortunately.
two little things because someone in a starry boardroom was like, we need more integration.
Yeah.
We need to have our, something unique out there. Well, somebody threw it out there. What about these super far shots? And they're starry balls, and they're 3 points. And they were like, good day. We'll see you next week. Send it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Does it hurt the flow?
I think
to
it
go
does.
from
I
rack,
think it does,
not
personally.
go from rack to rack.
Also,
And for the
I'm
guys,
convinced
agree.
these balls too. Like the balls are different. They are. They must feel different to these guys.
Sure.
These guys are sickos when it comes to this stuff. Like you see them pick a game ball before a game, and like what they go through.
Yeah, man.
And like so you've got the money balls, you got the normal balls, and then you got these freaking starry balls.
All right.
Probably covered in lemon and lime.
Exactly. Scented. How about this suggestion? This one's coming from Paul.
All right.
You have some good ideas, Paul. You have good 3-point contest ideas, Paul.
Loves his mother-in-law.
Paul, who loves his mother-in-law, writes in to say, have a ball at mid-court. If you make it, you go through to the next round. Half-court heave rule. Standard setup. 5 balls, 5 racks. Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah.
We're going for 25 makes. The high level is 30 because there's a money ball at the end of each one.
Yeah.
Normal rules, but you do get the half-court shot. You do your thing. If you make it, regardless of your score, you're into the finals.
Oh, wow.
You got to do it last, though.
You got to do it last.
Yeah, so all the whole rack, and then run to center court.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
I like it.
Maybe you make it.
Yeah.
It's still a hard shot.
yeah. How about, okay, we could tweak it, I think. I don't want to mess too much with like getting so many people in there, but some sort of like, almost like a loser's bracket
Okay.
becomes something to do with half-court shots. Like the first person to hit one, maybe they all like gun it again or whatever. That gets you through. It's
You're
like
in.
a lifeline or something
Yeah.
like that for everyone that finished 4 through 8. Like 3 or through. Well, let's just add a 4th guy in the final or something like that. Something there. We could tweak with it,
Yeah.
but make it starry ball.
Yeah, it's got to be starry somehow.
Yes. Yeah, no starries consumed here in the Classic Factory tonight.
Hey,
but
thanks, Paul.
we were given a whole bunch, like Tass said, when we were there at All-Star Weekend. On your hotel room floor, just sitting there. You're like, how am I going to drink 12 of these in 3 nights?
It's a great question, man. You do it. It just becomes your
It
mouthwash.
becomes your water. Yeah, exactly.
Yup. I'm ready to go. Lemon lime fresh. I haven't seen people blasting Instagram stories of their starries. I've seen their Slam magazine covers.
Oh, yeah, those are always
But I
nice.
haven't seen their starry
Yeah.
packs.
Maybe even the media is tired of them. It's possible.
Investigation. No dunks. Is the media over starry drinks?
This is your Chris Haynes brief. Media turns on Starry.
Star Wars.
Anything else from the 3-point contest? No?
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't have much
else,
else.
man.
It was fine.
Nothing
Congrats to
else,
Tyler
man.
Herro. You did say he's the 5th Heat player?
Yep.
So we've got Glenn Rice. We've got a
Jason Capono.
Capono. A Cook, you said?
Cook. Yep.
I'm already forgetting the guy that we went over.
James
James Jones. That's
James
right.
Jones.
And now, obviously, Tyler Herro. Nice touch from the TNT broadcast playing "There Goes My Hero" as we went to a commercial break.
That was very
They
nice.
were on fire in general. Didn't they do a Mac song,
Did
Return of the Mac?
Did they?
They
I know I
They
missed
definitely
it.
They
did for
did,
Mac
they did.
McClung.
Nice.
There was something else.
What'd they do for the Cavs?
She got calves.
Okay.
I was trying to think so hard for like a song with Buddy in the title. He almost won, man. They were gonna have to play the My Buddy theme song.
Yeah, I mean,
That's better.
Could have played Buddy Hield.
yeah.
Perfect.
Well, let's talk about the greatest skills challenge ever because we had a controversy in it. The Cavs won. Congrats to Mobley, Donovan Mitchell. They win again. I don't know if that's 2 times for the both of them. I don't know. No, not Mitchell. I guess was Mitchell there? Can't remember.
He was there.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, they win this, but what everybody was talking about, it started the night basically, was Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama doing the course, and we're obviously talking here, you know, really just pass and shooting for the most part in this thing. And they thought they gamed the system because you get to the shooting stations, you only have to shoot 3 times. And then if you didn't even make it, you move on to the next part of the course. So they were like, all right, well, just get up to there and just knock the balls off. Don't even shoot them. Basically just throw them off the rack as a shot and then move on. So they put down a killer time because they didn't even attempt a real shot. I think it was like 47 seconds for the 2 of them.
They're flying.
And everyone's like, what the hell's going on? Like, this is genius. Or, I mean, sort of hilarious, but what is the NBA going to do? Are they going to allow this? Are the other teams going to follow suit? Like, what a joke. And then I guess they quickly decided, no, it's somewhere in the rule book here. You actually have to maybe attempt a shot or hit the rim or something like that. So they were disqualified. And they did not seem happy about it, the 2 of them. Yeah. Like, they weren't laughing a lot, I thought. You know what I mean?
No.
I thought they had it figured out.
Oh, we got it. I thought they did too.
And a lot of people thought it was Chris Paul that came up with this game plan, but reporting says it's Wembanyama. That Wemby was like, you know, I play all this chess, man. I'm 10 steps ahead.
He is many steps ahead.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have to think it was a little finger situation with Chris Paul. He's like, you know, I bet if he just threw the balls, it counts as a shot at times. He just casually mentioned it at practice one day, and Victor was just thinking about it the whole time.
Oh man, damn.
We're gonna be first. We're gonna be the first event that people see Saturday night. Didn't Chris say something about a great way to shave time off our round? Like, just throw it?
Who started their run? Did Wemby start it?
Yeah,
he did. He was the
Little
first.
fingers.
Whispering in his ear.
Wow. Well, the league was not happy, man.
No, they
crap.
brought that sheet of paper over and said, "Here, look at this random sheet of
what
paper."
did that say? Yeah.
We had this printed in the back, actually, just in case.
That felt like four cameras to show them, like, it says right here, man.
Our man Mike Verkanov,
he
shared it. I think was what the exact same rules
piece of
were.
paper, yeah. And what's it say? You have to hit the rim or shot it?
No, it's kind of like you shoot balls. I mean, it's an extensive list, but one bullet point is you shoot the ball from this rack and you shoot the ball from this rack, and that's what he was showing him. Like, it doesn't say you must shoot the ball within a foot of the rim.
Elbow in.
Yeah. Your
right.
Required.
Could they have at least underhanded it at the rim? You know, like
just speed shots.
Yeah,
chuck it like you're missing a free throw.
To me, it almost has to hit the backboard. I guess you could airball it. So what do you do in that situation? But I don't know.
Listen, Chris Paul has been definitely criticized over the years. I think he was getting appreciated after this, though.
Just brilliance.
Yeah, why not?
He brought the skills challenge.
It's skills
back.
challenge. Exactly, it's the skills challenge. This
back,
isn't the NBA Finals.
It was awesome. I could not believe when Ali LaForce went over to interview them soon after they had done this and the DQ was coming in. Like, what, you know, this would have been great TV. Like, who thought of it? Whatever. She got like stiff armed by the NBA guy.
Mm-hmm. Like, where are they hiding?
She was literally like, no, can't talk to them.
They shut us down. There's a police presence.
Oh, God. Holy, they got silenced in the skills challenge.
Yeah, and then when we thought about it may have to do with betting.
Ooh.
It's
a great point, Tash.
Just to ensure that everything is by the books and by this sheet. Don't talk right now, which was odd to see Ali, kind of boxed out from talking to the guys. And they were willing to talk. And it would have made great.
They wanted to tell their side of the story. Oh, yeah, they did.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
That would have been great TV. But there are betting lines for these. Yes.
Were they? No, I guess they were not the favorites. But anyway, I don't think they were.
Anyway.
Like I said, Cavs win. I guess the Warriors win the finals as well. They had a chance, but Draymond blew it. Moody played his part. Moody put down a fine, split for the first go. If Draymond could have put together a good run, they maybe would have won it. I think it would have been close because the Cavs had a decent time too, but he couldn't make a pass. It wasn't even the shooting that did him in. He couldn't
That's right,
get
man.
it into the giant ring.
You got to get it in the ring.
That's
Everybody
insane.
knows it.
My man Giannis Antetokounmpo chimed in about entering the dunk contest. Are you kidding?
What are
me?
they doing?
John Morant.
What are they doing?
He retweeted John Morant's tweet with, "If you do it, I'll do it with you 100." This guy doesn't mess around.
Sign him up, man.
He's not screwing around.
Giannis, to his credit, has gone in a dunk contest before.
Oh, that's true.
When he was super young.
Yeah, he was bad.
He was bad,
Yeah,
yes.
but it's okay. He went in it.
And then he retweeted his own tweet with, "I just got to warm up for 3 weeks prior to the contest." He'll do it.
He's her banging.
He'll do it. He'll do it.
Oh, man. So, yeah, we'll see what the backlash is to Chris Paul and Wembanyama. Does this gain them more fans, or do people turn on them now, especially Wembanyama? Because this is, villain arc.
Exactly right.
Imagine he's, giving middle fingers.
This guy's supposed to be the face of the franchise. Can't even do the skills challenge, right?
What an insane competition to
That was
begin
a
with.
great start.
This
That
is
was a
a
great
lot of
start,
people
man.
in the stream team, when we were doing the show, a lot of people have said this for a long time. It's nothing new. Get rid of this skills challenge. Bring back shooting stars or two ball or
this was good.
or whatever. Well, this was good. This had a juicy
but not where do you
storyline.
go from here? That's what people are saying. All us skills challenge heads are saying, how can we top this? We've had a scandal. There's no way you could possibly game the system again.
But apparently, Wemby can juggle basketballs.
Yeah.
I mean, just have a Wemby show.
Talent show.
Yeah, who can do the coolest trick?
Yeah.
Now we're getting into horse territory, really. Let's
Yeah.
just do horse. Jokic perks up. He just appears.
They ride in on horses. Wow.
Oh yeah, play on horses. Do that. Didn't we have that clip a long time ago? Was they
Donkey basketball?
Donkey basketball.
Yeah.
Roll it,
Do
Jimmy.
it, why not?
What else do we have? LiAngelo Ball
Yeah.
performance. How would you rate it? How would you grade it?
I'm giving it a 2 for too long, but I'm giving it an 8 because I did like hearing it, and he was better than I thought he was gonna be.
I agree.
But I thought when I listen to the song, I just want to hear the chorus.
Yeah.
I know there's
You always
verses.
forget that he has to
I'm
do
like,
it
all right,
first. You're like, oh, man.
oh, the chorus is back. I love this. I love this song again.
That's so true.
How can you just loop the chorus 15 times? I would love that.
Alonzo was there to introduce him. No LaMelo though. What's going on there?
Okay, so LaMelo led fan voting for his position. The only Ball brother not at All-Star Weekend.
Wow, that's ironic.
We got to get to the bottom of this. All of us ball heads are trying to figure it out.
Yeah. How do you think of the performance? Better than you at least anticipated?
Yeah, it was better. I mean, I gotta say, the verses are all right. I
You're more of a verse guy, huh?
Yeah.
I listened to Tweaker for the verses.
Put it on his shirt.
Wow. What a shirt.
We'll have those
I
shirts
listened
available at
to
breaking2.com
Tweaker.
tomorrow.
I don't mind his skill set.
Tweaker for the verses. That's a good shirt, man.
I mean, the chorus is definitely the most memorable part.
Yeah.
But he's got some skill. I didn't feel the
I
same
ain't from
skill.
the South, though, but I know from people from Memphis.
No, they're better lines.
Verses.
Yeah, that's one of the verses. Memphis. Anyways, I told LiAngelo that I would gladly be a part of it. You remember when I used my my earmuffs
Your little
that had
bunny
little
ears.
squeakers on them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Squeakers
We would have
and
worked
tweakers.
together so well.
Remix. All right, that's All-Star Saturday night. Incredibly entertaining, at least for us here on the
had
live
fun.
stream. Yeah, we did. We had some Domino's pizza. The wings, not that great.
They're known as a pizza place.
Well, you say that, but I was on their website and they're like, we're not just a pizza place. We also do wings, and we're pretty proud of them. It's like, you shouldn't be of these.
They don't compare to a lot of Atlanta ones.
No,
No,
I know,
no,
I
no,
know.
no,
But
no.
it's a debate. It's like, Well, we're ordering pizza. Do we just throw the wings
Yeah.
into, or are we ordering wings from another place? We should have done that.
No, I piped up and I said I need wings.
Yeah, you really wanted wings.
Because I had a lunch today and I got in on a calzone. I had a calzone, ricotta calzone cheese.
Wow.
Oh God, it felt good. So I said I don't really want more pizza. I'd rather have a wing, but not these soggy samosas. No, thank you. they were too soggy.
Hey, I had my day fish today.
Oh, my David.
Also known as sushi. I kept calling it day fish to Nora. She was getting so upset.
You ready to go
I was
for
like,
day
man, I'm
fish?
so excited for day fish.
Well,
I should catch on, man.
I had pizza for lunch today and also for dinner last night.
Wow.
Just been a pizza party.
You're the Mac McClung back to back.
Snack to snack.
Wow.
All right. We did have a Friday night, too, in the NBA. Anything of note from there? You guys want to talk about the Rising Stars or the Celebrity Game?
I saw Team C picked up the dub.
Yes, they did.
People are excited to see Trace Jackson Davis playing on All-Star Sunday night.
Yeah.
And it's weird how it worked out, huh?
It's strange. Team C, 5 rookies, 2 second-year players. They are going to play in the Sunday All-Star Game. It's almost like these guys are like, yeah, we're an all-star.
A little bit. They're like,
It's
we're
like
fake
you sort of
all-stars.
are,
Yeah.
but you're not. They won the Rising Stars tourney there. I guess Ahmed Thompson has been named to the team too. Did you guys see that?
What?
Yeah, Candace drafted him.
They're like, you're sweet.
Because they had 7 players.
Okay.
So they needed an
Yeah.
8th.
They had to
So
have.
they drafted Ahmed Thompson, who was on one of the losing teams.
Oh,
Yeah, so he's an all-star.
good pickup.
Yeah, not bad.
They had to have him. They had to have him. There's no way they could finish the game without 8 players in the rotation, up
Yeah.
to 40.
Yeah,
That
right.
guy's gonna play defense tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean it's a good addition. He can play a little defense on. I guess they're playing Shaq's OGs, right?
Oh, man. Yeah.
The loaded team there.
Teammates
Castle
LeBron and Dalton Connect going head-to-head. Wow.
Dalton's on this team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
He
on the
is.
Lakers currently.
Yes, he is still. Yes. Castle did lead the way and got MVP of at least Friday night with the Rising Stars. He had 12 points, 2 assists in the final. I will say very few highlights from these 3 games. Like, there was a few alley-oops. Buzelis threw a weird pass over his head.
I saw that. Yep.
And then McGowan's hit a 3 that won it. Like, that was the entertaining moment when he hit the 3 to, like, sort of upset for the G League team to advance to the final of the Rising Stars. A little challenge there. Like, that was, like, it. There was not a lot going on in these games. They're pretty boring.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't pick Stephon Castle to come through Friday because I said,
Yeah.
oh, the Spurs are gonna own the weekend, and I didn't even pick him in Rising Stars. What a dummy!
So G League won one game.
They did.
I think they won a game last year as well.
Is that right? Yeah,
Yeah,
they got to
so-
the final as well. You know, my
Pattern
good old
to pay
Canadian boy
attention to.
Leonard Miller played really well.
Did he?
He played very well for the G League team. They got to the final because Team M missed a bunch of free throws. They missed 5 of 6 free throws down the stretch.
Wow.
And
Rattled.
that did them in there. So, yeah, we have Team C, which is now Candace Parker's Rising Stars, is what they're now called.
And the C is not for Candace. It's for Chris Mullen, who is not Team M. Because that's for Mitch.
Right. Right.
So
Yes.
Team C has become Team CP.
One of the teams had yellow jerseys. Looked really rough on the yellow floor.
We don't have that color for Sunday night, I don't think,
No,
right? It was
I
like
don't think
dark
so.
red, dark light blue, and
There was an
white.
orange or something.
Yeah, something like
Just that didn't look good. And All-Star Celebrity Game Notes, MVP Rome Flynn. He can hoop. He was
Nice
pretty good.
fadeaway, somebody said.
He's
the
got
stream
a
team.
nice looking fadeaway jumper. He had a couple of them.
Okay.
He played with energy. We had a really good dunk in this game. That high jumper, Shelby McEwen.
Oh,
He threw
okay.
down like a pretty sick windmill.
Nice.
Like, I mean, the guy can soar. So he like took off far. It was really nice. And that's about it, except a guy named, I believe, Dylan Wang, I want to say his name is. Probably huge. He probably has millions, if not billions of followers. I think he's a Chinese actor, maybe musician as well.
Okay.
First guy I've ever seen play basketball in a turtleneck.
Wow. Yeah.
I've never seen this look.
It's like an Under Armour kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah. But instead of just the undershirt, that's a legit turtleneck. So
Yeah, it's like upper body of a wetsuit. Going surfing after this.
That's true. That's true.
Is that a body glove?
It's an incredible look. He's a striking, handsome man, isn't he?
Yeah, you can see why he's a famous looking guy.
Yep. But it's a cool look. So I would like to start maybe trying this out at our runs.
When it gets cold in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It gets pretty cold in that gym we play
Keep your neck a little warmer.
That was it. I'm sure you don't have anything else to add to the celebrity game.
Well, as far as attire goes, Jerry Rice was a coach, and he was wearing that Nike tracksuit. Not quite the one that Trey Kirby pulls off in here, but the one with the zipper and the zipper on the side. And I saw that at Dick's Sporting Goods earlier in the day, and I thought I'm going to buy that, and I didn't buy it. And then I saw Jerry wear it, and now I know I got to buy it. Now I got to buy it.
It did look good. You're right.
In Jerry Rice mode.
It's a cool look, yeah.
Yeah, I did see Drewski complaining that Barry Bonds was their coach. So, why do we have a baseball player as our coach?
That's fair.
Great question.
Yeah. So, anyway, those are our notes on the Friday night festivities.
Hold
but this one was
on. I liked Rocky, the mascot, being out there. They played 6-on-5 with Rocky, the mascot, kind of participated.
He did, and then he tried to pick up Cassidy Hubbard. It was Valentine's Day.
Oh. Like,
So he was like,
Pick up in what way? Raise
talk to
her or
date her?
date her? What did he do? Take his eyes off?
He attempted to court her.
Yeah,
Really?
without words.
She was humbled.
Yeah.
Rocky's a good mascot. I got no
He's
problem
one.
with the mascot.
He's a.
I've only
top-tier,
the
probably.
Cavs mascot was there. I don't know how you feel
Moondog?
about that one. Not Moondog, the other creepy dude.
Sir Cece.
Sir Cece.
Yeah. Well, he stopped cutting hair and now he's a full-time mascot.
That is a reference right there for you.
Harry the Hawk, speaking of Atlanta, Harry the Hawk was also there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's good to see him.
I saw Clutch the Bear was at Saturday night.
Yeah,
I think these mascots pay their own way, oftentimes.
No way.
I think it's a big deal to be at All-Star Weekend.
What?
I think.
Wouldn't you want the break?
That's probably why some are there, some aren't. You know,
That's interesting.
different strokes for different
Imagine,
folks.
you'd have to It cost a lot to check the mascot
yeah, the
suits
budgets,
and
man.
stuff.
Insane.
Yeah, holy crap. All right, that's it for us here. Way longer than I anticipated, but hey, we had a lot to say
entertaining.
about All-Star Saturday night, All-Star Friday. So here's the plan. We're going to do this again tomorrow night. Now, we're not going to be live in the Classic Factory. Everybody's going to be at home, but we'll be in the yard, okay? So we'll bring it again tomorrow night. After the All-Star game ends, soon after it ends, we'll get the stream up. It'll be live on YouTube, but we'll just be in the yard. I believe Esh is going to help us with this one. So we'll talk about the game, and hopefully this, mini tournament delivers. I guess I do not have high hopes, but maybe that's the way to approach these things.
Yeah.
Go in with the lowest of expectations and be mildly surprised, right?
Yeah, we got met. Our expectations got met tonight.
That's
because
exactly right.
they were pretty low.
They were pretty low, yeah. But we got there, you're right. So
Keep
we'll
your
see
heart
you.
open.
Yeah.
It's a
Keep your
two-pronged approach.
Keep your Kevin Hart open.
Keep your Kevin Hart open. He's going to be there tomorrow on the court.
That's right.
Think he's going to receive a pass?
Yeah, he's definitely going to touch the ball.
Yeah, he's going to steal a
Yes.
ball. So bet the over on that. And also, do you think they will give out a trophy to the team that wins the championship?
Yes.
Not just the MVP trophy.
Oh.
And they'll get together, raise the All-Star.
Yeah, I think
Champs.
they will, because I think they did it for the Rising Stars.
There you go.
I think
Makes
they
sense.
did. That one guy that makes all the trophies.
Vic.
Yeah, Vic's all of
Yeah.
them. They all look the same. They might just be using the same one for all we know.
They were very similar tonight.
Yeah, they were. They
Very
were
similar
indeed, weren't
tonight.
they?
Yep.
Anyway, that's tomorrow night. That's the All-Star game, which isn't even a game. It's 3 games, but that'll be tomorrow night. And hopefully we'll see you again. Hit the like button, subscribe. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews. Until tomorrow night, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us, and remember, we won't be in the factory tomorrow. We'll be in our own yards. Each of us in our own yard.
We're doing it outside.
I love it.
Yes.
Embrace the night, people.